Imagine studying in one of the world's most beautiful countries, where top-notch education meets adventure at every corner. But here's the kicker. The path to a New Zealand study visa can be tough. There are paperwork orders, strict requirements, and potential pitfalls that could stand between you and your dream. I am here to walk you through every step from choosing the right course to nailing down the application so that you can make your move to New Zealand very easy. The big question in the mind of so many will be, why choose New Zealand? The country education system is world-renowned with degrees that are recognized globally. New Zealand University emphasizes a hands-on approach to learning and encourage students to think critically and independently. Plus, the job market is favorable to international students with options to work part-time while studying and a potential pathway to stay in New Zealand after their graduation. And then there is the lifestyle. Imagine weekends exploring mountains, beaches, vibrant cities, all just a drive away from your campus. New Zealand is also known for its inclusive, diverse, and welcoming society, making it a fantastic place to meet people from all walks of life. For these reasons and more, students are setting their sights on studying here. But as attractive as it is, the process isn't easy. But we are going to break it down in this video. The first step is choosing the right course and institution. And this part is very crucial. Not every course or school qualifies you for a study visa. So you will need to ensure that the program is recognized by the New Zealand Qualification Authority, or what we call the NZQA. This recognition proves that the institution meets New Zealand's education standards, making it eligible for international students. Take your time to research the different universities and programs on the Study in New Zealand website. The site will allow you to filter programs by fields, level, and location, helping you to find which course best suits you. Also, check out Education New Zealand, which offer insight on scholarship and other support options. Do not worry, I am going to leave the links to this website that I'm mentioning in the description of this video so that you can use them when you are ready. Once you have narrowed down your choices, apply directly to the institution. They will often require proof of language proficiency like IELTS, IELTS, or TOEFL. So you need to take time to write this, and you will need to provide your academic transcript with this. And keep in mind that each school might have slightly different application requirements and time frame. So make sure that you've got all the necessary documents ready before you start your application. After your application, you will receive an offer letter from the New Zealand institution. And this is a major milestone. The letter is essential because it is your entry ticket to the visa process. Universities in New Zealand are very competitive, and you will need to demonstrate your academic qualifications to secure a spot. If you are applying for a high-demand program, be ready to submit any additional documents or personal statements to showcase why you are a great fit for that school. Once you are given that offer letter, take a moment to celebrate. This is a very big achievement. But don't rest too much on that, because the very next step requires all the attention that you need. The next part is the visa application process. This is the most detailed part of your journey, and it is the most critical. For you to do that, you will need to head over to the Immigration New Zealand website to review all requirements and start the application. The first major hurdle is providing proof of fund. You will need to show that you have enough money to cover both your tuition and living expenses. New Zealand immigration requires a minimum amount per month, and this financial proof can come in the form of bank statements, scholarship confirmation, or a financial guarantee from a family member. Keep your documents organized and ensure everything is certified. They will be checking the authenticity here. The next would be your language proficiency, and this is a must. The standard options are IELTS or TOEFL. So make sure that you have a valid score that meets the requirement of your program. Remember, each university and courses might have different score requirements. So double check before scheduling the test. You will also need medical and character certificates. New Zealand is quite strict on health standard. So in some cases, you may be required to undergo a health examination by an approved doctor. For character certification, this may mean you having a police clearance from your home country or anywhere else you have lived for an extended period of time. Be sure you factor out the processing time for these documents as they are essential for your visa approval. A key part of the visa process is demonstrating that you genuinely intend to study in New Zealand and that you will return home after your studies unless applying for further pathway. You will be asked to prove that your main purpose for entering New Zealand is educational and that you are not planning to overstay or violate your visa terms. This is where your personal statement, also known as statement of purpose, come into play. This document should clearly outline why you chose New Zealand, why this specific course aligns with your career goal, and how this education will benefit you in the future. Be sincere, be specific, as a compelling statement can strengthen your application. Many applicants run into delays because they are missing some paperwork. Even minor errors like typo in your name, date of birth can lead to significant setback. Make sure that each document that you fill, you proofread it, you check correctly, and you sign them accordingly if it is needed. Another common issue is insufficient proof of funds. Remember, New Zealand immigration wants clear evidence that you can support yourself. So double check that all financial documents are up to date and meet the required amount. Additionally, avoid any inconsistency in your personal detail across all the documents. If there is a mismatch in your name or address on your academic record, bank statement, or identification, take that step first to resolve any perceived inconsistency before you submit your application. So let's recap. First, you will choose a qualified course and get an offer letter. Then you will compile all necessary documents from financial statement to language test score. Finally, you will submit everything along with a strong statement of purpose that outline your genuine intention for studying in New Zealand. It's a lot to take in, but with a well-prepared application, you will improve your chances of getting approved and making your study dream a reality. Don't let the paperwork intimidate you. Just take it step by step, and soon you'll be one step closer to experiencing everything New Zealand has to offer. Here are some of the resources that I mentioned that will help you get started with your application. Study in New Zealand. But like I did mention, I'll drop them in the comment section. So it is studyingnewzealand.gov.nz. This is the government website that gives all the information on programs, scholarship, and visa processes. Education New Zealand. This is a useful website that gives comprehensive details about institutions, scholarship, and other study resources. Now, I would love to hear from you. What are your biggest questions about studying in New Zealand? Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe if you want more insight into international education. Let's make your study journey as smooth as possible, and I will see you in the very next video.